That name better not stick. It's so dumb. I can't even exist without being a derivative of the Hulk.
That's a pretty dumb name, too.
Hey there, quirky folks. She-Hulk's second episode just dropped and left us with 2 other mysteries. The series is going pretty well so far. Marvel actually did a good job wrapping up the origin story in 1 episode, and then making She-Hulk a public figure in the very next one. Things are happening really fast, and these 2 episodes did one other major thing involving the Hulk. Spoiler warning if you haven't seen She-Hulk's second episode already. Go watch it. It's just 22 minutes long. You'll be done in a jiffy. Okay now, for those who have seen it, I'm sure that you might have one major question in your mind. Where did the Hulk go in the end?
Yeah, probably not for a minute. I got some things I gotta take care of.
Marvel fans have been kinda disappointed that the Hulk hadn't been handled very well ever since Infinity War. From being a raging green Goliath, he has gone to being a softie. Well, I personally thought that they used Hulk well in Endgame, but they didn't use him enough. And being a much calmer version of himself is just an ongoing arc for him. I believe that we'll soon be seeing the strongest and perhaps the angriest version of the Hulk. And all that has been set up by She-Hulk. In the first episode, Banner and Jen met with an accident because they hit a spaceship. As it turned out, it was a Skaaran Class 8 courier craft that had arrived to deliver a message. And we can make out that it was Skaaran by design because it looks pretty similar to the Grandmaster ship from Ragnarok.
It's my birthday! It's my birthday! It's my birthday!
But what message was that courier craft carrying? Before the series began to stream, it was presumed that Hulk's son Skaar would make his debut in the show. So, people theorized that this ship may have brought Skaar onto Earth. But as it turns out, the ship was meant to be a ride for the champion of Skaar to go back to the gladiatorial planet.
Beloved exalted champion has turned up missing.
Take to the streets. Celebrate my champion.
Yes, it is obvious that it's a Skaaran ship, so Smog Hulk is headed to Skaar. And She-Hulk producer Jessica Gao and Mark Ruffalo himself have already confirmed this. We presume that he won't be returning throughout the rest of the She-Hulk series. It seemed kinda obvious that Marvel would find a way to get rid of the Hulk so they could put more focus exclusively on She-Hulk.
I'll spend the rest of the year worrying about what I just said.
But maybe towards the very end of this show, we could get another tease for what's going on with the Hulk. And that's when we might see him with Skaar on Skaar. Clearly, this is a setup for the World War Hulk storyline. And we are soon going to get the rumored World War Hulk movie for sure. This is a film that everyone has been waiting for, and it will involve Hulk's son, Skaar. Hulk was on Skaar for 2 Earth years. But time works differently on that planet.
In his favor, White Frost found me out here weeks ago.
Weeks ago?
Yes.
I just got here.
What are you whispering about?
Time works real different around these parts.
So, he could have been there, stuck in his Hulk form for much longer than that. In that time, Hulk could have gotten someone pregnant. After all, he was a celebrated warrior of Skaar.
Oh, this is bad.
So a lot of ladies may have wanted to be with him. He could have slept with 1 or more partners, and that would have led to the birth of Skaar. This is a little different from how things happened in the comics, but this explanation makes a lot of sense in the context of the MCU. You see, in the books, Hulk was sent to space on a mission to destroy a rogue AI. But right after he finished that AI successfully, a video message from the Illuminati played on his ship. Hulk had recently caused a lot of damage on Earth, so all members of the Illuminati had voted that Hulk had become too dangerous for Earth. And through that video message, they informed Hulk that he was being sent to Skaar. They described Skaar as a lonely, beautiful planet, where Hulk could spend the rest of his days in peace without harming anyone.
I am truly sorry for what we've had to do. But we had no choice. When you get angry, Bruce, when you're overcome by rage, you are a force of destruction. We picked your destination carefully. A planet full of vegetation and game. No intelligent life forms. There will be no one there to hurt you, and no one you can hurt.
Basically, they thought that it would be like the garden planet that Thanos went to after his snap.
That's cute. Thanos has a retirement plan.
But as it turned out, this planet was neither lonely nor peaceful. Hulk's ship crash landed on Skaar, and because he was weak from the crash, he was easily picked up and an obedience disc was attached to him. This is what happened to Thor in Ragnarok as he was picked up and forced to fight in the Grandmaster's Gladiator's Pit.
Here we go. Here we go.
But instead of the Grandmaster, the ruler of Skaar in the books was Emperor Ang-Mo-Asan.
Impressive display, monster. I'll have Primus throw an extra bone in your cage tonight.
Then slowly and steadily, Hulk fought his way through the planet. He formed a team involving Korg, Meek, and other characters, and he freed the planet from the Emperor's rule. Hulk became the king of the planet and fell in love with another former warrior called Kyra. They married each other, and Kyra was expecting a baby. But Hulk's happiness was once again ruined by the Illuminati. Although this time, their betrayal was much worse, and it happened by accident. Hulk's ship was rigged with a failsafe. If Hulk were to get angry mid-flight, then the failsafe would make the ship go boom. And this failsafe was triggered when Hulk's wife Kyra was near it. So the explosion killed her, and Hulk went apeshit crazy once again. He went back to Earth to have his revenge from the Illuminati. Meanwhile on Skaar, Hulk's son Skaar had actually managed to survive the blast when his wife Kyra died. He was kept in a cocoon and later emerged from it as a boy. This boy Skaar has been portrayed as a villain and as an anti-hero in the comics. And Hulk may have been called back to Skaar because of his son. It has been 7 years since Hulk left the planet and made his way back to Earth. But because it is established that time works differently on Skaar, a lot more years could have passed on the planet. During these years, Skaar could have grown up and turned into a teenager, or perhaps a young adult. And maybe Hulk would have been called back to Skaar, because Skaar had been causing a lot of mayhem. So, they'd probably want Hulk to put a stop to him. Or maybe, the Skaarans would want Hulk to take Skaar back to Earth with him. Either way, this is a major setup for a World War Hulk storyline, where an angry Hulk would have to emerge to either fight his son Skaar, or protect him. Rumors have already suggested that Marvel plans to make a World War Hulk movie. After the second episode of She-Hulk, Mark Ruffalo also showed his interest in this storyline. And a further piece of evidence has also stated that Marvel would get the rights to make a solo Hulk movie back in 2023. So, a World War Hulk movie is definitely happening, and Marvel could start producing next year. They could deliver it around the 2 Avengers movies in 2025, and we could expect an announcement for it at Disney's D23 Expo. Okay, that's all for now. Hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to check out some more fun content on our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!